Hi guys, apart from including a journalist in a top secret communication, senior members of Donald Trump's administration claimed that the attack on the Houthis may have been wrong, not due to the impact it could have on civilian life or the blatant hypocrisy of Trump, who claims to be a peaceful president, but that Europe wasn't being billed for this attack. The old freeloader comment was doing the rounds within that leaked chat, but instead of condemning those involved, Trump doubled down by insulting US allies.
Yeah, I think they've been freeloading. The European Union's been absolutely terrible to us on trade, terrible. And as you know, NATO, I got them to pay hundreds of billions of dollars. They were way behind. And if you look if you look at Ukraine, so we're in for $350 billion because of Biden. Should have never happened, this war. All these dead people should not be dead. All these broken cities that are demolished down to the ground, those gorgeous towers, the most beautiful in the world, the most beautiful spires in the world. The spires in Ukraine were said to be the most beautiful of all. Just about every one of them is lying on its side in a million pieces. It's so sad to see what's happened to a heritage. No, I think that when they say the European Union and you could say NATO also. Look, NATO, and I don't blame NATO for this. I don't blame Europe for this. I blame Biden for the fact that he didn't make them equalize. And to this day, I said to him, you got to catch up, you got to equalize. But why are they in for $100 billion and we're in for possibly $350 billion? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And you could say more important for them because we have an ocean in between. So, you know, it's one of those things. You'll be seeing Liberation Day. I call it Liberation Day in America. You're going to be seeing it on April 2nd. Didn't want to do it on April 1st for the obvious reason, April 2nd. But you'll be seeing tariffs, and I think I've been very fair. I have them set, but I think I've been very fair to countries that have really abused us economically for many, many decades.
Okay, I'm not going to respond to all of the tripe here, but first of all, I want to respond to, well, in particular, I want to respond to the freeloader comment. Now, Europe and the United Kingdom lost about 1,000 soldiers since 2001 in Afghanistan and in Iraq, following the United States to war, and we lost soldiers. So this freeloading comment is extremely offensive. It's not going down very well in Europe, and it's not going down very well in the United Kingdom. You know, I've said this before. When the United States was in charge during the Cold War, it instructed European allies, look, we will be in charge of defense and you will follow us on foreign policy. You will do what we dictate on foreign policy and we will protect you. That was this sort of gentleman's agreement. Now, of course, since then, it's become blatantly clear that you can't rely on the United States when Donald Trump took over. European allies have decided we need to rearm. We can't depend on Donald Trump. He's completely unreliable. The United States is unreliable. So we have to go our own way. But it's interesting also, this freeloading comment, I had originally thought when I first heard it, I thought it was just an attempt to extract some sort of concessions from European allies, from the United Kingdom. It was political talk. But because it appeared in this chat that was leaked, it means this is what they're actually thinking. They actually hate Europe. They hate European allies. They hate the United Kingdom. They treat them with nothing but contempt. So once again, if this was just political rhetoric in order to extract concessions, you could understand that. Not so much, but we're talking about somebody like Donald Trump who's not very there with it. But because it's doing the rounds within the administration, it means these people actually believe this. So they want to punish Europe. They want to punish the United Kingdom. They treat them with nothing but contempt. They've completely forgotten how Europe and the UK came to the US's aid following 2001. So these people have nothing but contempt for us. They hate us, but they want us to follow their rules. They want us to do as we're told. Well, it's not going to fly. You know, how can we treat the US today as as a friend or ally when it treats us with nothing but contempt. So I think this relationship is coming to an end. Perhaps in the future, it can be rebuilt, but it will only be rebuilt when Donald Trump and people like Donald Trump are no longer in office. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, and thanks for watching.